thank you for this unlimited cup of coffee that I get at the Nestle office. But I wanted to understand from you, now that you say India is at an inflection point, a lot of people are looking at India, the global brands. What proportion of global brands are slated to come to India? Nestle's global brands. You have 2,000 brands. Not even a handful of them are here in India. Nestle is big in ice creams globally. Yes. Nestle is big in a lot of other categories globally. Do we see some of those coming here?
Well, we have enough of apart from the 4 or 5 categories in which we are in. Now we also have got health science, and we got pet care, and we got breakfast cereals, and I think there is enough and more to be done in these categories itself. So the portfolio and the plan for the company is quite full in terms of leveraging the opportunities in existing categories with some more of additions of relevant products that we will have from the global stable in terms of recipes, but which will ultimately get manufactured in India.
What kind of opportunity do you see from Purina coming in the next, say, 3 years or 4 years? What proportion of your salience should Purina be?
Look, Purina is, for us, it's really a top-notch, top-flight business. Today it is minuscule. If I'm able to get it to 4 to 5% of my business, it will be a terrific performance because of the sheer size of the company otherwise.
And Gerber?
And Gerber, again, as far as the tolerization is concerned, today you've seen only one product, which is Gerber cereals.
Yes.
But there are at least 4 or 5 more products that are ready for that are getting ready for launch in terms of a range from Gerber.
Hand on heart, are you very happy with the way your performance in the breakfast cereals has been?
I think we have put in our best behind it, and we are seeing signs of traction now.
Okay.
And I think which is a good thing for us. And a few of the innovations that we are putting together will strengthen our presence in the category. We do not get into a category with a uniform expectation that it will blossom into a star in a couple of years. We allow it to nurture for a while with all the inputs and with all the support and confidence that we can have. After all, even a brand like Maggi Noodles took almost a decade to settle into the kind of standard that you see today.
Right. So, let's put it this way then. What have your learnings over the last 2 years in the breakfast cereal space been?
Look, I think it's been in terms of the kinds of products and packs that we need to look at, the kind of geographies that we need to look at, the kind of channels that we need to leverage, and I think these are important lessons. And with the size and scale of the company in the food space, I think the lessons are well learned, and the initiatives you will see now in the market.
So amidst all of this, what happens to any inorganic opportunities? Are you open to that? Because Nestle hasn't been acquisitive in particular.
No, I think that definitely remains, and any attractive, most opportunities are definitely explored, and yes, God willing, we will have fruitions in some of them as we go along.
Do the fruitions taste like Desi Chinese?
Let me not egg you on with this. But the fact of the matter is, yes, everything is on the table. Nothing is off the table.
Yeah. No. The reason why I asked this, and not particularly because I'm looking for any scoop here or not, is basically to understand the rationale. Because you're the leader in prepared dishes. You have a lot of products which are category leaders. You can obviously create a category of your own in that.
Every brand has got its core proposition, and it's got its essence, as it were. Going beyond that sometimes doesn't yield results for you. And that's the reason why you have got brands in the first place. Right. So Maggi or a Nescafe or a Kit Kat stands for a particular consumer proposition, a particular lifestyle, a particular value delivery to consumers. If you extend it and put it into everything, it becomes a problem.
And you're not worried about large conglomerates getting into the FMCG space? Reliance, case in point, competition is...
Look, I respect competition a lot. I think competitions provide a new impetus of inspiration to my company in terms of what is possible. I respect, but I don't fear.
One of the fears that the street has, and it's a recent fear emanating from what happened last quarter in another large MNC, is that the royalty renegotiation comes up next year. 4.5% of sales is what you pay right now. Is there a risk that it could increase given the global focus on India and the opportunity that India provides?
Let me not speculate on that. I think timely discussions will happen, deliberations will happen, and whatever is done will be done in the interest of the shareholders and in the interest of the organization. So there is nothing to fear as far as this is concerned.
You joined in July 2015 in the heat of crisis. This is Nestle India that I'm talking about. You did amazing 5 years. Then there was a renewal that came in for the next 5 years that comes up for renewal in July 2025. Do you wish to play on for longer, or?
Look, I think every person has a time and a role that they play in the theatre of life. I have played it, and I play it with all commitment and hard work. And yes, I think watch the space as to what next.
What's the space? What next? I mean, we're standing in the shadow of Henri Nestle.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
What do you think? Whenever, if say Henri Nestle was to ask you,
I will be extremely proud to report back to him, saying, I hope I've lived the purpose and values that you set for this company.
And what an ideal retirement for Suresh Narayan would be?
Well, I would love to teach. I love to interact with young people. This is give back time for me. It's give back time in the company as well.
How would you end this conversation with a doha?
बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूर पंछी को छाया नहीं फल लागे इतनी दूर. What is the point of being a khajur tree which is right up there and nobody is able to access you or to eat your fruit? I think the joys of leadership lies in being accessible, in being authentic, and also in being helpful in whatever way you can to your team. And that alone is the reward for all the efforts that you put.
Thank you so much. This was a pleasure. This was an absolute pleasure.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Mangalam. Cheers.